Hey everyone, welcome back to another video, and welcome back to the first video in a while. I'm at Spirit Halloween, and we're going to be doing a store tour here in Fredericton, New Brunswick today. And let's check it out. I'm pretty excited to get in here, and let's see what they got. Poor George is looking pretty good here. Honestly, not my favorite prop, but don't got much to say about him. He looks really cool in person, much taller than I expected him to be, but the laughing is pretty annoying. Let's move on here to Stilts. Let's see what he does. I think that this guy's look is really good, but I just wish he had a different movement. Even if he had side-to-side movement, then it would just be so much better. And moving on to a prop that I just am not a fan of at all is Slim. This guy is super overpriced and barely does anything. I'm not sure why people like him so much. Now, this theme is super cool. I love all these plaques on here, and these candles that they have in here are super cool, and they light up really well, and they make it feel like a real graveyard. Now, I gotta say, Dagger Mike was not my favorite going into the store. Now, walking out of the store, I was kicking myself that they didn't have any for me to buy. I did end up getting him, just not here. You'll see what I mean. And again, these plaques that they have on the wall are just so cool. And I'm unfortunately thinking that this means these props won't be back in stores ever. And here's Scary Sitting Scarecrow. Not the best prop, you know, it's kind of stolen from Wicked Makers. It is what it is. And there's Grimm's arm sticking out of there. I love how they actually used Grimm's arm as well. So hopefully you don't need any right arms for your Grimms, because they're all in the ISEs this year. And to be honest, I completely forgot about a prop while filming this part. I walked by Widow, and we'll go back to her, don't worry. But they had a ton of stuff on the shelves, and that's including one Slim, which I don't expect this guy to move fast. He's $480 Canadian. They did, however, have the Halloween mask, and I think this mask is super cool. I love it. And I also love the other Michael Myers masks they have there. And now going back to the Widow, this theme is just so cool. It's one of my favorite themes that they've had in years, and it's so designed so well. Super happy to see the Widow in stores this year, because she's a great prop and she deserves to have her chance in stores for everyone to see her. And here you can see Slim's actual visor empty, and just another look at the theme. It's just so good. And there's not a lot of new masks this year, unfortunately, at least in stores yet. Maybe there's still some that's coming in, and I'll try to point out a couple here if I can, but there just wasn't that many. Like, I think this vintage witch mask there is new, and as well as that Casper mask. And I don't know if I've seen that Derpy mask, but I think it looks really cool. And they had two of these Glen dolls. These weren't selling, at least on opening day. They're pretty cool. I have Tiffany, and I also have Chucky, so I might have to buy this to go along with it. It's just not really a priority right now. They had the Ghostface Horror Baby. And, I mean, it's honestly not my favorite. It's pretty cool, I have to say. I think the Sam is the best one out of the group, though. And here's one of my pickups that I picked up at the store. And that is Mothie Max. As I was looking for the new zombie babies. And they had two of them there. I think actually I had three of them, because I have one in my arms at this point. And Flippin' Freddy, I'm not really a fan of him. Not good. Slim Sidestepper, however, or I think that's actually Spiky. I don't know my Killer Clowns. I've never watched a movie. kill me for it, I guess. I don't know. And here's a little bit of animatronics they had. They had a little Skelly Bones in their corner, which I don't know why that was hidden out so well. Maybe somebody was trying to hide it to buy later. I'm not sure. And we have the Secret Keeping Cats, as that Nate guy would say. Fog machines. They put the fog juice up this year, which not the biggest fan of that. I usually buy it on the half off sale. Well, last year I got it on the half off sale because they just decided to discount it regardless. You see those new door knockers there that they have for the activation switches in the theme. I like those, but I don't think I'll be picking up any up this year, as I just don't really have a place to use them. And I was really sad to see that there was no new hanging heads this year. I don't know why they didn't make any new hanging heads, as we got new zombie babies, we got new dolls, but they just skipped over the hanging heads. And I think that's really unfortunate, as they got the gorier ones in last year, and I was really hoping to see a better one this year. But I guess no luck there. They have these skull stacks that I guess to probably compete with Home Depot, and they're not impressive. All the ones I've tested so far have not worked, and I think that's just really a bad sign for these. Here's a pile of animatronics I had, and when I say I was so disappointed looking at this pile, I was so disappointed. Mr. Punchy, Blackheart. There was only one of Blackheart, one of Eternal Rest, one of Poor George, one of Slim, and then some scary sitting scarecrows, Mr. Punchy, normal sitting scarecrow, and I think that was it. It was honestly pretty disappointing for the stock they had on the floor for animatronics. It's really unfortunate that they had to open it with that little stock when the other stores had lots of stock, and I'm not sure why they didn't just transfer some of that over. Here we have the Monkey Chimes doll. This thing is super cool. But I just wish it was a full-size doll that they had a few years back. As if it was, I'd be buying it right now, no doubt in my mind. And they also have the Butcher's doll. Not going to be picking this thing up. It's just not really my thing. If I pick up the clown dolls, I pick up the creepy dolls, but just not those. Here we have the back theme, the full back theme, which I was excited to see and also surprised to see. The Eternal Rest was not working. I'm not sure why. This prop is horrible. Don't buy this prop. Don't waste your money on it. It's broken out almost every store I've seen so far. Here we have a new one, which is Blackheart. Let's see this one. Not really sure how I feel about this guy. I think he's pretty cool, but not my favorite. The jaw is a little bit plasticky looking. Tombstone Terror with a horrible relay switch doesn't even work. Man, Strawman in the back theme. No Desmodus. Really unfortunate that they didn't have any Desmodus, and they also put a Tombstone Terror there instead of a Darling Dolly. Really, really unfortunate. Actually, I don't think Darling Dolly's supposed to be there. That's supposed to be Grave Watch Rays. But really unfortunate they didn't have Desmodus, as I was hoping to pick that one up. Little Skelly Bones getting a good scare in. Pretty sure he's the same mechanism as Dagger Mike, so gotta give him props where it's due, even if I don't really like Dagger Mike. Even if I don't really like the Little Skelly Bones, I like Dagger Mike. Here's another view of Blackheart. Again, the sculpt on the girl is just phenomenal. But the sculpt on Blackheart, I feel like the jaw just super plasticky, and I feel like it's just weak too. As I know Monty has a similar looking jaw, and it just worries me. And again, Eternal Rest not working. This theme looks super cool in the back. Gargoyle, I'm pretty sure this isn't a actual for sale item on the floor besides the theme one. It wasn't plugged in at this point. They did plug it in later while I was in the store. Nozzles, not much to say. I hate this guy. I've been very vocal on this, I think, in all of my videos. So yeah, unfortunately, Nozzles is here in the theme. I don't like him. But moving on to the last part of the theme that we have to look at before we are done in this store, and that is this jumping spider display, which I think is really creative, but unfortunately it wasn't plugged in and the jumping spider didn't go off. But this little spot that he's in is super cool, and I'm glad that they have it. Now, anyways, let me know what your favorite prop of the year is for 2023. Mine's probably Darling Dolly, but I guess we'll have to see when I get her. I'll see you guys in the next video. Peace.